Hi everyone, and welcome to your complete guide to Japanese OTC medicine. Have you ever walked into Japanese drugstore and thought, there are so many products, I don't even know where to start? It's a bit like sitting in sushi bar, staring at the menu, not sure what to order, and just freezing. You are not alone. Almost every foreigner in Japan feels this at first. This story is created by two practicing pharmacists in Japan, will help you build the confidence to choose Japanese healthcare products. And it's not just product recommendations. We'll learn the rules, how to read labels, and the mindset behind Japanese medicine. By the end, you'll walk to the checkout with confidence, no hesitation. Here's how the series works. EP1 to EP4 cover the fundamentals of Japanese medicine. And from EP5 onward, we go category by category, with real product examples you can find in stores. So let's get started. Here is our profile. I'm Jun, a licensed pharmacist in Japan with nearly 10 years of experience in the pharmaceutical industry. Also, I teach courses for Japan's official OTC salesperson certification. Here is a quick disclaimer. This book is just for learning and information. Make sure to follow local rules and stay safe. Today we'll cover two topics, an overview of what you can buy at Japanese drugstores and how to read product labels. You might be wondering, why do we need to learn how to read labels? Well, being able to read product labels is super important when choosing what to buy. For example, you can tell whether it's a medicine or a quasi-drug just by looking at the label. Okay, let's take a look at the overall picture of Japanese healthcare products. First, OTC products. OTC stands for over-the-counter. It means you can buy these medicines without a doctor's prescription. You can simply pick them up right from the shelf. They include two main groups, medicines and test kits. OTC medicines are divided into four risk categories: pharmaceuticals requiring guidance, and general OTC drugs, Class 1, Class 2, and Class 3. I'll explain this in more detail later. As for test kits, you'll find things like COVID-19 test kits and pregnancy test kits. There are a few other kinds as well. OTC products are all officially approved by the Japanese government. Are we good so far? Next, let's talk about quasi-drugs. This is a unique category in Japan. They are not mainly for treatment, but more for prevention and hygiene. Their effects are milder than regular medicines. They contain active ingredient approved by the Japanese government at specific concentration. Examples include skincare and hair care products, but there are many other types as well. Then we have health foods. Those that follow Japan's official system fall into three types: foods for specified health uses, food with function claims, and food with nutrient function claims. There are also many other health foods that are not part of this system. And finally, you can also find cosmetics, hygiene products, and even snacks or small groceries in many stores. So that's a big picture of what you can buy at Japanese drugstores. Okay, let's take a moment to understand the overall picture of medicines in Japan. They can be divided into two main groups: prescription medicine and OTC medicine. Prescription medicines are the ones you get at the pharmacy after seeing a doctor. There are so many types. For example, medicines for high blood pressure, cancer, and diabetes. Some of them include high-risk drugs that require careful use. Prescription medicines require a doctor's visit, and they are also connected to Japan health insurance system. Because of this, they can be difficult for foreigners to use. On the other hand, OTC medicines can be easily purchased at drugstores without a prescription. In this video series, we will focus on those OTC products and help you understand them better. OTC medicines are further divided into four categories: the ones we mentioned earlier, pharmaceuticals requiring guidance, and three OTC classes, Class 1, Class 2, and Class 3. Pharmaceuticals requiring guidance and Class 1 medicines must be explained by a pharmacist before you can buy them. That's why they are often kept behind the counter or inside glass cases. However, there aren't that many of them. In fact, about 90% of all OTC medicines are Class 2 or Class 3. For most people, those are more than enough. So how can you understand the label on Japanese medicines? Let's take a look in the next slide.
To master Japanese drugstores, grab our full guide. It covers everything you need to know.
In Japan, it's required by law that every medicine package shows its classification label. One of the 4 categories we mentioned earlier is displayed inside a rectangular frame on the box. It's very important to check the number inside that frame. Now let's look at these examples. Here you can see this one says Class 2 medicine. The one in the middle also shows Class 2 medicine. And finally this one says Class 3 medicine. As you can see, the position of label may vary slightly depending on the product, but it's always printed on the front of the package. Okay, let's take a look at this product. Can you tell which class of medicine it is? Take a moment to think. That's right, the answer is Class 2 medicine. It's important to check the number inside the rectangular box. Our next topic is Quasi-drug, a category unique to Japan. There are a huge number of products in this category, and you can even find some of them at convenience stores. This is a simplified version of the definition by Japan's Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare. Overall, these products that have mild medicinal effects, but are not as strong as regular medicine. The first group includes products used to prevent minor discomfort or skin problems. For example, deodorants, medicinal soaps, and hair growth tonics. The second group includes products that protect human or animal health by repelling or controlling pests. For example, insect repellents, flea and tick control products for pets. And last group includes products that are officially designated by the Japanese government to have mild medicinal effects. So in short, quasi-drugs equal mild effect products between cosmetics and medicine. They come in many different forms, such as tablets, or pills, sprays, ointments, and many others. Now, let's take a look at how to identify quasi-drugs on the label. On the package itself, quasi-drugs are required to show specific wording, depending on the category. For regular quasi-drugs, you will see the label Iyaku-bugaihin, or sometimes Yakuyo. Iyaku-bugaihin and Yakuyo mean the same things. They both refer to quasi-drugs. Next, for quasi-drugs for pest control, the label will say 防除用 Iyaku-bugaihin. This means it's used to repel or control pests such as mosquitoes, flies, or fleas. The last one, for designated quasi-drugs, the label will say 指定 Iyaku-bugaihin. Designated quasi-drugs are products that were previously classified as medicines, but were reclassified as quasi-drugs based on their long-time use record and safety. So just like reading medicine labels, pay attention to the text inside the box on the package. That's the key to identify quasi-drugs. Okay, let's look at the labels on actual products. You will see that the text is printed inside a small box. Here, like this. This one's a little bit difficult. Here, this product is 指定 Iyaku-bugaihin, and this one is Yakuyo. As we mentioned earlier, Yakuyo and Iyaku-bugaihin both mean quasi-drug, completely same meaning. Okay, the last topic for today is health foods. There are also a huge number of health foods products available in Japan. In Japan, the term health foods refers to all foods and beverages that are not pharmaceuticals, quasi-drugs, or medical products. Among these, we can divide them into 2 main groups. The first group is called general health foods. These are sold with general health claims, but they are not regulated by the government. The second group is called food with health claims. They are regulated under the government rules and require authorization, approval, or prior notification before being sold. Products containing drug-equivalent ingredients or making drug-like claims are not permitted and are subject to regulatory enforcement. The 4 types of government-regulated health foods will be explained on the next page. At the top, we have foods for special dietary uses. These are intended for patients, pregnant women, infants, and people who have difficulty swallowing. Because they are used in medical or special conditions, they require government approval. Okay, next is foods for specified health uses, also known as FOSHU. These products also require government approval and their health effect must be supported by scientific evidence. And the next category is food with function claims, or FFC. These do not require approval, but companies must submit evidence to the government before selling them. This is called notification. And the last category is nutrient function foods. These mainly include vitamins or minerals, and as long as the nutrient meets the official standards, no approval or notification is required. Okay, these are the 4 types of health foods regulated under Japan's government system. The most important point here is that products with authorization or approval require strong scientific evidence of their effectiveness. Okay, thanks for watching. Here is a quick summary of today's content. Healthcare products in Japan can be grouped into OTC medicines, quasi-drugs, and health foods, and other related products. Within each of these categories, there are even more detailed subcategories. As you can see, Japan has very specific rules, and Japan really loves classification. We also learned how to read product labels, so you can identify which category a product belongs to. In the next episode, we'll talk about where you can buy these healthcare products and what the shopping experience is like in Japan. So I'll see you in episode 2. Thank you for watching today, and see you next time. お疲れ様でした。